Goals are kind of organic, and the exciting part to me is less the completion of the goal and more the path getting there. It's about the skills that I acquire along the way that become the most interesting aspect of chasing goals. It's important to find your own specific goal. And once you've found exactly what you're after, then the path becomes apparent.
Every time I finish a big goal, there's a significant dose of disappointment that the journey's over. I like the path, you know, I like walking it, I like spending time with it.
My name is Paul Robertson. I have been a climber for 23 years. I'm also a father of 2 kids. My kids are super high energy. It's really fun to watch their growth and how their personalities complement their personal progression in the sport. But for them, I think it's more just about enjoyment and discovery of what they're capable of.
Some folk come in wanting technical skills, right? They want to learn how to lead climb so that they can take it outside. Or other folk come in wanting to learn how to move better on the wall. And some come in wanting to improve their training.
So I've been working with Darby for about 1.5 years, and she came to me with some really specific goals in mind, looking at her strength training, her movement on the wall, and the mental game.
I really do look at Paul as a mentor for me, especially when it comes to my climbing, and because he really kind of sits down with you initially and just goes like, let's figure out where you are, let's figure out your weaknesses, and let's figure out things that you can do to make that better.
Every client comes in with a kind of a different set of strengths and weaknesses. And as a coach, it's your job to reflect what those are to the client so that they see where they can improve. Typically, when a client is given that information about themselves, they get pretty excited, right? Because there's now like a way to move forward.
And it's really fun to break it down and help people to wrap their minds around the various components of what their goal entails.
You can really tell that Paul wants every single one of his clients to succeed and move forward and get better in whatever goals they have for their climbing.
When you're, checking boxes along the way, you're experiencing the progress. You're experiencing yourself becoming a better climber, a stronger climber, and you gain that confidence that you'll ultimately need to do your goal. I think a good mentor facilitates a learning environment for their mentee. One that is encouraging and open to discussion and free of unreasonable expectations.
So I've had a lot of traditional mentors in my climbing life. My sister was my first. She showed me the ropes, right? Kind of really instilled in me the importance of safety in climbing. After that, I met this guy. He was a climbing shop owner named Brett, and he taught me how to trad climb. Set me up with a bunch of cams and sent me up some like 5-7 crack pitches in Rock Canyon. More recently though, I've been climbing a lot with my friend Colin. He's definitely been a mentor in my life. Colin's a naturally really ambitious climber, and I've kind of learned a lot from him about projecting and self-improvement.
I'm Colin Hale. Our moms had actually been working out together and had tried to set us up to go climbing for years. And both of us were like, I don't know, you know, like not sure if we wanted to, but then we just started climbing at Hell Cave, had similar goals and things that we wanted to do in the same climbing area, and then just started climbing a bunch together. Initially when we met, he was wanting to start sport climbing a lot harder, so I was kind of able to like guide him in that direction. But then as our friendship grew, I wanted to kind of like try other areas of climbing more. We'd go do stuff together that he was more the expert in. Paul has a lot of skills that I don't have, and I have a lot of experiences that he doesn't have, and so together we can achieve a lot more.
One thing that I've learned from Colin is that it's also important not to just care about the goal, but also to care about the long-term path. And something that Colin and I really feel strongly is that it's not about the next boulder or the next objective. It's really about like, where do I want to be in 10 years, right? What kind of climber do I want to be down the road? Sending the boulder is not as important as showing up every day and doing the work.
Yes, Paul, you got this.
The send is the thing that keeps you going.
Yes, there you go.
And I think more than I like to send, I like to be able to see progress.
Yeah.
And the send is an indication of that. Like a send, I would say, is just a useful check-in more than anything else. Like, how is my training going?
Most of the goals I think that we are attracted to as climbers seem a little bit outrageous when we first think of them, and breaking it down into smaller achievable pieces is really important. So little goals leading to your big goal is just a step along the path, but it's one that you have to take to get there.
And like I said, it's a nice check-in, an indicator that what you're doing is effective. So it's essentially checking in with yourself, making sure you're on the path you want to be on. It's data for you to take in and think about and then move forward with. With my lifestyle, being a father, I don't have the time to be taking on really large, ambitious goals all the time, right? I gotta keep it pretty dialed and simplified so that I live a more balanced life. And this route was a nice indicator that my training is working and that I'm moving in the right direction. That kind of illustrated where I'm at currently and what I need to do to get where I want to be. while those goals are great markers to encourage you and motivate you along the way, they're also like less important than your growth over time.